Big thanks to Timur Mirzapekov for requesting today's video. After the death of Genghis Khan, his vast empire was divided between his four sons. The easternmost Khanate, which would later be known as the Golden Horde, would come to be one of the most influential of them all. The year is 1227 and Genghis Khan has died. He has divided the vast Mongol Empire between his four sons, though they would, supposedly, have to answer to Genghis' chosen heir Ogedei. One of Genghis' other sons, Jochi, inherited the westernmost portion of the empire. However, he died shortly before Genghis, and so Jochi's two sons split this territory between themselves, with the younger brother Batu Khan ruling the western portion known as the Blue Horde, and the older brother Orda Khan ruling the eastern portion known as the White Horde. However, Batu would be the supreme ruler of the entire Golden Horde, holding supremacy over his older brother. The next few decades would see Batu Khan and the famous general Subutai invade Eastern Europe, conquering the Bashkirs, the Volga Bulgars, and the Cumans. Batu and Subutai pushed further, raiding Poland and Hungary with the unlimited success that was to be expected from the Mongols. Central Europe was only saved by the untimely death of Ogedei Khan. When a Mongol Khan died, all of the major generals would travel to Mongolia to elect a new Khan. Batu, however, made an excuse to get out of traveling there, as he did not agree with the election of the new Khan, Guyuk Khan. Guyuk demanded that Batu come and pay allegiance to him, and eventually Batu agreed. However, Guyuk mysteriously died, possibly by assassination. Batu then succeeded in establishing his preferred candidate, Mongke, as the Great Khan. With political power on his side, Batu secured control over the rebellious Rus princedoms, which had been vassalized by the Mongols years earlier. When Batu died, his son Sartok became Khan of the Golden Horde. However, he died shortly after, and so Sartok's infant son Ulagshi succeeded him. But he also died shortly after. Finally, in 1258, a more permanent Khan was found in Batu's younger brother Berke. He ruled the Golden Horde with stability for 2 years until the Toluid Civil War broke out in 1260. Mongke Khan had died suddenly, and the two main candidates for the new Khan, Kublai and Arik Boke, were fighting a bloody civil war. Berke supported Arik, but smoothly switched sides when it became clear that Kublai had won. However, tensions rose between Berke and Hulagu, Khan of the Ilkhanate, who had supported Kublai from the start. Both Berke and Hulagu died during a 4-year-long war, and Berke's grandson Mongke Timur became the new Khan. He reigned peacefully until his death in 1281. He was succeeded by his brother Tode Mongke. However, the great-grandson of Genghis Khan, Nogai, had enough political power to claim the khanship of the horde for himself. The next 15 years or so saw Nogai unsuccessfully attempt to stabilize his reign over the horde while also expanding its borders. In 1299, he was killed by Mongke Timur's son Tokta. Tokta reigned peacefully for 13 years until his death in 1312. Up to this point, the Golden Horde had remained culturally Mongolian, but all that changed during the reign of Tokta's stepson, Ozbeg Khan. Ozbeg was a devout Muslim, and he made Islam the state religion, and allowed missionaries to come and convert the people of the Golden Horde to Islam. The Horde reached its zenith during the reign of Ozbeg, stretching from the Ural Mountains and the White Sea to the Pannonian Basin. The army of the Golden Horde was one of the largest of its time, made up of 300,000 warriors. The capital, Sarai, was massive for its time. Potentially up to 600,000 people were living there during the early 14th century. Unfortunately, the 1300s also happened to harbor the Black Death, which wiped out much of the economic prosperity that the Golden Horde had had previously. Ozbeg's son Janibeg succeeded him in 1342. Jani secured Poland as a vassal, but in 1356 he was assassinated by his own son Berdibeg. After this came Khan after Khan wanting to establish themselves as the supreme Khan of the Golden Horde. Only until 1381 was there a semblance of stability, under a Khan named Toktamish. In the early years of his reign, Toktamish stabilized the Horde, and regained control over the rebellious Rus. Unfortunately, Toktamish decided to attack a rising power in the area, Timur, also known as Tamerlane. This was the end for the Golden Horde. Timur crushed Toktamish in the year 1395, and with the death of Egidu in 1419, the Golden Horde ceased to exist as a monogamous political entity. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, then please consider subscribing, and as always, credit to these people for some of the images shown here.